So I asked you guys on my community tab to ask me some questions, and now we're going to answer them. What is the most expensive things your rabbits destroyed? I'm probably going to have to say it's been one of my, it was either my iMac cord or the Mac Air charger, which is around $100. So I think one of those things. Actually, they did chew up a heater cord, and I'm not sure how much that heater was. It might have been like 120. It could have been cheaper. Those are the most expensive things they've probably chewed. Syrian or dwarf hamsters, if you had to choose, which one? Syrian hamsters will forever be my favorite hamster species. I still love dwarfs. I think they're super adorable, but there's something about Syrian hamsters. I think it's just their size and their looks, as well as their coat colorings. My favorite coat coloring would be tortoiseshell, which is only available in Syrians, so I would have to say Syrians. How are you doing? I think I'm doing okay. I've had better days, but I'm okay. Is it fine if the hamster is overweight? No animal that is overweight is healthy, and it's not good for them. It comes with serious consequences as well as a shortened lifespan. It is our job to make sure our pets are getting a proper healthy diet to ensure that obesity doesn't occur, as well as they're getting vet treatment in case they do have an illness that is causing obesity, and that we are making sure to help our pets stay healthy and active. Are you going to get a dog? So as you guys may know, I live in a condo. And so I don't have a backyard. I have 2 balconies. But I would love to have an enclosed backyard in order to have a dog. That way they can go run freely, go to the bathroom whenever they want. Because of where I live, I would have to personally take the dog out as many times as I think would be necessary, rather than the dog going to the door every time it wants to go out. And I just don't know if having to rely on me to know when to take them out is the greatest idea. I just don't think there's also a lot of room in my condo for a doggo. There's also a restriction on dogs here, so the building, you can only have dogs that are under 30 pounds, and all of the doggos that I love and would like to own in the future are above 30 pounds. What is a great starter pet? So I actually don't believe in really starter pets. I don't think any one is easier than another, but this is a great starter pet, and that is a plant. Plants are amazing for starting children, kids, anybody off with learning responsibility. Plants are an awesome hobby, and if they die, it's not hurting anything because they're not an animal. So plants are a really great starter pet, and they become addictive very easily. Are you getting another hamster? So I currently only have one hamster, Lenny, my long-haired male Syrian hamster, and I've had one hamster for quite a while. I decided it a while back because it's just easier to give all your attention to one hamster and focus on them and their care. But I do sometimes miss having 2 hamsters because they all have different personalities, and some like to come out more than others. So it can be nice to have 2 hamsters at the same time. One may want to come out when the other one doesn't. So I have been thinking about it, and maybe in the way future, I would like to have a similar enclosure to Lenny's, kind of side by side, and possibly get another hamster. How can I approach my friend whose animal care isn't the greatest? So this is a really good question, because not all of us are able to just go up to somebody and be like,
hey, your care sucks and you need to change it.
Some of us don't like confrontation, myself. So the best solution would be to politely tell them. You can either give them advice and say, hey, have you ever looked into this pet's care? Or suggest that they look into certain websites. You could say that you learned a lot about that animal, as well as any pet YouTubers that talk about that specific pet. You could send them links and be like, hey, I thought this video was really cute. And then that way the person is going to be doing the research on their own, and if they find out that things are doing wrong, then it's like they're learning themselves and they're not being told, hey, your care sucks and you need to change this. I hope that makes sense. That's what generally I would suggest people to do. Have you ever played volleyball? Yes, and I hated it. Does your BF like your pets, and which one is his favorite besides JJ? So my boyfriend does love all of my pets. He likes to go into their room and just give them treats, or say hello to them, or cuddle them, or ask to hold them. I'm not sure what his favorite is, so I'm gonna go ahead and text him because he's at work currently, and we'll see what the answer is. So he answered back and he said Cleo, which I kind of figured. Cleo is one of his favorites. He does favor her. But he also asked if he spelt that right. Will you and your boyfriend start a couples channel? No, I would never start a couples channel or a family channel. I don't think mixing relationships and a business is smart, and that is why a lot of YouTube couples end up breaking up with each other. So I'm not going to do that. So if you go to Tim Hortons, what is your go-to order? My go-to order would probably be this is super simple, it's just a vanilla dip donut, and I could eat like 10,000 of them, so I'm simple. Can you speak French? Bonjour. Not really. I'm not the best at French. I know biblioteca. No, wait. That's so wrong. Bibliothèque. I don't know why I added the teca. That's very embarrassing. I'm sure everybody who actually speaks French is like, do your cats get along? Yes. JJ and Sadie are like two peas in a pod. They will sleep together, they will wrestle and play and chase each other and bug the heck out of each other, and they get along so well. Are rabbits or hamsters more expensive? Definitely rabbits, based on the amount they eat, as well as I tend to find that rabbits have a more expensive vet bill because they do have the added costs of, if you aren't buying one that is already fixed, you are going to need to get them spayed and neutered, as well as if any health issues arise like GI stasis, it can be quite costly. If you could choose the bare minimum for a hamster cage, what would it be? So personally, I probably would go for something around 800 square inches of floor space. Personally, 450 square inches is very small, and I'm not the biggest fan of it. When did you get your first hamster? So I got my first hamster either in 2009 or 2010. I'm iffy on dates, but his name was Buddy and he was a sable-banded Syrian. Is your family supportive of your YouTube channel and all of your pets? So my parents are very supportive of what I do and my YouTube channel. I think they're very proud of me. They also like to talk to random people and tell them about my YouTube channel, including relatives. So that's fun. When is your birthday? I was born January 19th, 1999, and I think it was one of the coldest days where I live. Do you get recognized in public a lot? No, thank God. I have not been recognized yet, and I'm a very introverted person with social anxiety, so it's not going to be my favorite thing to be recognized in public one day. I'm probably going to be very socially awkward and shy, and I apologize if anybody ever meets me. And the last question, how's the pets? Saffron is still salty and in a weird position. JJ is good as well, and he's fluffy as ever, and he struts away. Sadie's been well. She does have her dental surgery booked for August 18th, so I'm hopefully going to be able to just vlog taking her there and then after. If you didn't know, Sadie has misaligned molars, so she's going to be having 2 to maybe 3 molars removed because the top molars are rubbing on her bottom gum line, which isn't good. It causes irritation and stuff. Cleo is doing good. She's just a bit mad at me because today I did clip her nails, but she'll have to get over that. Lola is good as well, but she is shedding like no tomorrow, and just not fun. But another thing is we went from a full carpeted room to a laminate flooring room. And last but not least, we have Lenny here. He's just eating a blueberry leaf that I was able to obtain. As you can see, Lenny's coat is growing back a lot better. It's not as patchy and there's a lot of hair growth. I'm not quite sure what exactly it was that was causing the fur loss, but thankfully it is going away, I think. So that was all the questions that I'm going to answer today. I'm sorry if I couldn't answer your question. There's always so many and I wish I could answer them all, but I just can't. So I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!